Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is Saturday, January 27th, so you know what time it is. It's Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time, where we try and go through all the latest news from the Wax blockchain in 15 minutes or less, plus any upcoming events that are here in the next few weeks that you may want to be aware of. So let's go ahead and start off with just some of the updates from my side, from the Warrior Lion Gaming side. If you didn't see them yet, we actually released the first two of the updated gameplay reviews and rankings this past week, Avalon and Outlaw Troopers. Started out with two bangers there. So those are available. I'll have a link in the description down below if you want to take a look at those. These are a little bit different than past reviews because I'm not only giving a full game review with all the details and gameplay, actual visual gameplay of the game. Plus, at the end of it, I give you the pros and cons rankings and just suggestions if you may or may not be interested in them. So those two are available. And next week, as long as everything goes well today, I'm going to have 5 more released. We're going to go ahead and do 5 more Wax games next week. We're going to do NFT Panda, Nifty Kicks, Brigade, Realm, and NFT Battle Miners. Those are on the bracket for next. So we'll continue to go through these on a weekly basis. I'm going to try and get all 5 done. If not, I'll get 4 of them out there. We're going to try and do 3, 4, 5 every single week to try and get them all out as far as the Wax blockchain goes. The one thing you may have noticed if you're a detail-oriented person and you really look at the background, you'll see that some are starting to disappear. And the reason that some of them are disappearing, they're doing one of two things. Oh, I guess 3 things. One, they're not giving permission for me to go ahead and use their visuals or logos. And yes, there are projects that are doing that. We won't dwell on that one. Number 2, they are confirmed to no longer focusing on Wax games, which is kind of painful. And as I find those out, I'll go ahead and mention them on this Wax Weekly Recap. And there is one that we're going to go ahead and tell you about today. And then third is they just haven't gotten back to me yet. I want to go ahead and get permission from every single project that I review just to CYA and cover myself. So we're going to continue to get them as we get permission. We'll go ahead and start rolling these out and do as many for the Wax blockchain as possible. But as I mentioned earlier, there are some caveats around what I can cover and what I can't cover. Before we jump into the video, I know I have to do everyone's least favorite part of the video and let you know this disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research before you jump into any project. Don't take my word or anything that's said in this video as financial advice or advice in any way. I'm just a gamer playing a game and reviewing games as part of this. I am not telling you to jump into any project or anything along those lines. Do your own research. Make sure it's right for you. Go ahead and pause this video and read this thoroughly before we jump into it. All right, so let's get back to the video. All right, so let's jump in here hard with one that I've been super excited about, and I think a lot of people that watch these videos are excited about. Nova War is right around the corner. For those of you that are not aware, I'm actually always record these on Friday mornings, the Wax Weekly Recaps on Friday mornings, and they get released on Saturday mornings. So as of yesterday, my time, 2 days ago, your time, they started releasing the first packs for this. And then the game, the actual PvP portion of the game is going to launch on the 30th. So it's coming up here super soon. And it's something that they've been talking about for a while. If you want to go ahead and see some of the gameplay and some of the discussions, go ahead and check out the Nova Pangea Twitter. And then they did a number of streams this past week that are probably available for you to go ahead and check out. They've answered a lot of questions on those and they showed a lot of the gameplay. Reminds me a lot of a 3 versus 3 arena style. And as soon as the game launches at some point next week, I'll go ahead and do a review on the PvP side of it. And then we're gonna, in a few weeks from now, once everything's settled and I get a good handle of the PvP side, I'll go ahead and do an updated gameplay review that we just kind of talked about on Nova Pangea. So that's the reason why that one's held off. Normally I would jump on that in the first week or two, but I wanted PvP to get out there and get all the bugs worked out before I start doing any updates on that. So that has kicked off there. They did kick off the initial sale, which is started yesterday, my time, again, 2 days ago, your time, which is on their shop for dollars or for USD. You can go ahead and buy them. And then the other sales actually kick off here on the 29th, the day before PvP actually launches. So if you want to go ahead and buy with Wax or if you want to buy with Nova token, that'll go ahead and kick here on the 29th. Again, I want to go ahead and do a full video on the packs. So it'll probably actually be released by the time you're watching this. It was slightly delayed on my side, so it's actually going to be released today. Unfortunately, it was a day later than I wanted to. But that's coming out here, and that's what's the current information as far as Nova War goes. Next on the list, we have FGL, kind of tying with Nova War and Nova Pangea. Cosmic Clash actually has a tournament going on right now, which is a collaboration with Nova Pangea, where you can go ahead and get rewards for playing that. In addition, Outlaw Troopers, as of the day of this recording, there are 2 days left in this season. Probably by the time you're watching this, there is 1 day left in the season. So if you are competing for rewards on the leaderboard or any other of the boards, push hard. You got like a day left. So push hard for the rewards that you're trying to get to. And then they're going to go ahead and close out the season. But they're going to go ahead and close out the season with a bang on Saturday, today. They're actually going to do a big event called the Orbitoroids. I may be saying that wrong, and I apologize if I am. But it's an event that they did a little bit of a test run earlier this, I guess, 2 weeks ago, last week sometime. And they're actually going to do a full event today. So go ahead to their Discord in the event section and check it out. See if it's something that you may be interested in checking out, especially if you're already in Outlaw Troopers. It's something cool to go ahead and jump in there. Plus, one more note from the FGL land. Machiavellic is going to go ahead and do the boarding. Just a reminder, on the 15th of February. So that's coming up here in about 2 weeks. So get ready for that if you're at all interested in it. Next on the list, I wanted to go ahead and give a shout out to Trinity and the Avalon folks. They're actually put together a PvP battle tournament. This actually happened. It has not happened yet at the time of the recording, but by the time you're watching this, it'll have happened. So they're going ahead and doing an unofficial PvP tournament within Avalon, inviting everybody. Rank doesn't really matter, level doesn't really matter. They've kind of customized some rules around it that really helps lower levels being able to compete with some of the higher levels. So it's a good combination of everything. I'm hoping a lot of people go ahead and join. I'm also hoping to go ahead and jump on there myself so I can record some of it. The timing is just a little bit off, so I may not get that out there. But wanted to make sure that got announced, that Avalon, again, in the community, are going ahead and creating these tournaments. They have horse races almost every week, now PvP tournaments. So if it's something that you like, if you like 3D PvP, it's another reason why you may want to check out Avalon. These are some of the rules that I mentioned that kind of help balance out the different types of levels and rankings and just overall experience within the game. And then we got NFT Battle Miners, Shadow Depths. Quick announcement on that. As of the time of the recording, there are 6 days left in the season. By the time you're watching this, I'm sorry, now there's 7 days. By the time you're watching this, there'll be 6 days left in the season. Again, you want to go ahead and push for the leaderboards. For anyone that saw my last progress video, I was like 120 something. I made a huge jump, 47, trying to finish in the top 50. So I'm going to be pushing hard for the next 6 days to see if I can hold on to that and keep the top 50 ranking. That was my main goal throughout the beginning of the season. So we're working through that. In addition, from NFT Battle Miners, they have the Alchemy update that's coming up here in the very near future. Just a reminder, this is more on the mining side of NFT Battle Miner and not necessarily on the Shadow Depth side. But if you know anything about NFT Battle Miner, there'll be some connection between them, I think. I think there'll be some connection. I just don't know all the details yet. Once I know more about that, we'll go ahead and do a video on that also. Also wanted to mention from the taco side, if you haven't seen this yet, they have a new game that's going to be coming out here shortly. I believe it's going to be a mobile game, Monster Rooms. They haven't given any detail about it. This is the Twitter for it. In fact, the Twitter hasn't posted anything about it. The only thing we know about it is from me talking to Nico and also from them announcing it in the Discord. So this is coming. Again, once we have more information on this, I'll go ahead and pass it along. Got a lot of people excited, so I'm interested to really see what's going on with Monster Rooms. So more to come on that one. And then next on the list, Avalon has a Raffle Madness event coming in here in the near future. Check out their Discord to go ahead and check it out. In fact, it may have already started, as you can see, Friday, January 26th. So go ahead and check that out if you're playing Avalon. And then I want to go ahead, something I haven't covered a ton on this, but I actually jumped into about a week ago to really test it out, more for the review, and I've been kind of enjoying it. So NFT Panda, they actually have some big things coming. They've made some announcements. They've already announced PvP is coming, and they've This week they announced that there is going to be land and pets coming. This is the game cycle that will go along with it. The pets is kind of the PvP side of it, allows you to go ahead and battle the pets. So it's a neat thing coming. More details to come with that as soon as we find out more information about it. So for those of you that think NFT Panda is dead, and I'm only mentioning that because I've seen a few people on Twitter say that, they're live, they're strong, they're continuing to go, and they're releasing a lot of new content here in the very near future. So something you may want to take a look at. Check out my gameplay review that I'm going to go ahead and release this week for more details on that. Adventure Guild, they were going through some issues with some bugs and some issues within the game this week. They announced a couple days ago that they fixed a lot of those issues. So in case you stepped away from it for a little bit, just because of the issues that they're having, go ahead and check out the Discord. It sounds like everything, or at least most things are worked out. Still some issues that they're working through, but minor compared to what was there before. And then we got the normal weekly realm update. They're actually getting close to the end of the season. Still got about 4 weeks left there. But this weekend, they've already kicked off a double XP event to help you kind of level up your leaders. So that is going, and we have one more global event coming here in a week and a half or so. Then we got Forged Arena, did their weekly update last week. Again, this is because of the timing of the video and the timing of when they release stuff. This is a week behind, but if you haven't seen it yet, they are working on something. They actually mentioned some very secret projects in there, so I'm really curious, and they've had a lot of focus on the market. So I wanted to go ahead and announce that. I'm curious what the secret projects are. So if you're in Forged Arena, go ahead and let me know. I'll be happy to go ahead and release your secrets. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't release your secrets until you told me to. It's okay. But yeah, there's some things coming with Forged Arena. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to go. Also have them on a list to go ahead and do a review on since it's been a while. And then just wanted to do a note on Brawler. They really recently connected to Uniswap. And then from the Music Mogul side, they have a DApp Radar kind of competition thing that they're doing out there. That's available now. That's recent, that they actually just posted on Thursday. So that's available for you to check out if you're into Music Mogul. Then we have Thrive on Mars. They did a major upgrade this week where they moved over to their new Thrive game engine, which connects to the rebranding that they're doing along there. Plus, they're actually trying to get a better engine out there that really helps with the overall processing everything. So you can go ahead and check out the details that they have out there on the Discord. And then we're going to go ahead and talk about an event that's really kicked off here. There's another Introverse event that kicked off this week. Lots of projects involved in there, not necessarily all wax projects, but there are a lot of wax projects in here that are really trying to continue to get their name out there, which is awesome. We got Avalon, we got Zombie Coin, just skimming through here, and a number of other ones that Oxia Origin, and just a few more that are there from the Wax blockchain, plus some other blockchains. So this is not a Wax only event like the last one. So cool to see that they're continuing to do these events. So go ahead and check that out. The next two things that I want to talk about are not necessarily on the positive side. They are, as I mentioned earlier, there is a game that was really focused on the Wax blockchain and has kind of shied away from it. And they confirmed in the Discord this week, and that's Afterland. Afterland was doing a big push and selling NFTs for the Wax blockchain, and really confirmed this week that they never made an official announcement, but they confirmed this week that they shifted their priorities over to the Web 2 space. They say that once they're done with the Web 2, they'll come back to the Wax. You know how that works. So I'm not going to go ahead and do a gameplay review on this. I want to go ahead and communicate what they confirmed in the Discord. Do with it as you please. If you want to wait till they come back, that's completely up to you. Just passing on information that I've read. Again, do what you will, do your research, not financial advice. You know how it goes. And then last but not least, Funko did another release, and I really thought that this release was going to be a home run because so many people love Harry Potter. Unfortunately, the sale ended, and I don't think it sold out, which is a shame, especially for such a big name or brand going along with it. So we'll see what comes of this. I don't know if they're going to reduce the packs. They need to make some fresh content, and I thought the Freddy Funko is a pretty neat one. But again, you know how that goes. So there's just not a lot of people buying stuff, especially Funkos recently, but there's still a lot of people that love them. So I wonder if they're going to have to reduce some packs for that, to get some sellouts in the future. But if you went ahead and you love Harry Potter and you love Funko and you were able to get some of the grails, congratulations. And let me know what you got if you went ahead and bought into it. All right, just a reminder again, this week we're going to have some more overviews coming out here. NFT Panda, Nifty Kicks, Brigade, Realm, and NFT Battle Miners, in case you are wondering. Brigade, I decided for Taco to separate out the games, and then I'm going to do a full encompassing of Taco. So there'll be multiple ones for Taco coming out here. I wanted to just kind of, in case people are looking at a specific game rather than the whole ecosystem. So be aware that they're going to be broken up into separate ones. And I'll just give you a hint right now. Some of the ratings that you're going to see on here, they're not warm and fuzzy ratings. I'm trying to give you my honest opinion from an entertainment perspective on these overviews. So be aware of that coming into it. Keep an open mind. I'm trying to keep an open mind myself. But that's all I have for this week. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you again in the near future.